It worked first time. Hi, guys. So, I am not quite sure what wants to happen today yet, but something does. So, here I am. So, yeah, let's see. I actually just got back from the doctor. So I have been baffling Western medicine since 1978. My entire life, I have been baffling Western medicine, from them not being able to yank me out in the first place to every single time I've gone to the doctor with some sort of issue, they just get this really confused look on their face and they start typing and making notes and taking pictures and they just don't know what to do with me, which is how I became a hippie in the first place and started playing with all this energy work, because the energy work is what could take care of the things that baffle Western medicine. Of course, Western medicine is wonderful for many, many, many things, but sometimes not so much for our weird ailments. Is there any reason to bring that up? I'm not 100% sure. It feels like that is related to what wants to happen today. I'm just not sure in what respect yet. So, maybe there is something happening with you physically that doesn't make sense. Whether it's, weight gain or weight loss or skin conditions or fatigue that doesn't make sense. Sometimes there can be medical explanations for it, but sometimes it really is energetic. And so let's tune into that and see if we can send some love and attention and healing to whatever baffling physical, energetic, emotional symptoms or experiences you might be having. So I guess that's what we're doing today. So let's just take a breath together. Whew, feel your feet on the floor, feel your butt in your chair, just feel yourself really land in your body. And connect with whatever it is that is a little confusing right now, whether it's a situation in your life, a physical symptom, an emotion, an event, anywhere there's some confusion. Let's just sink into that and ask for that confusion to be cleared so that healing can step in, so that if there is an action step we need to take around that situation, then we can do so. So just breathe and know that clarity around, whatever that physical ailment is, that emotional confusion, that that life pattern. Sometimes our life patterns can be really confusing, and but light can be shined on that space so that we can work with it in a new way, so that we can accept it, love it, transform it, do whatever needs to be done with it. And often there isn't really a 3D real world step to be taken. Often it's simply about feeling through it or rolling through whatever the experience is. So just breathe into whatever is being baffling right now. For me, it's a weird rash on my legs that's been there for months and months and months, and the doctor has no idea what to do with it. So I'm just going to breathe into that, and you breathe into whatever it is that's showing up with some confusion, and just give it some love, give it some attention. Okay, Archangel Michael is stepping in and just sending a lot of love, a lot of protection, a lot of clearing, healing, soothing energy into whatever this particular situation is for you. And know that there's nothing to fear. Even when we don't know what to do or what wants to happen or what's being asked of us, there's nothing to fear. It will always unfold and be shown to us in the perfect time. And so the more we can just rest with and be at peace with and gentleness with ourselves around things that we don't know yet, things that are confusing, things that we'd like to understand but just don't, or around things that we want but haven't received yet. Being in just a state of grace around that is, is can be challenging for us humans, but it really is possible for absolutely anything you're experiencing in your life to be in a state of grace around whatever that is. And so, sorry, hi Rita. I got knocked off now. So being in a state of grace is really, it's actually a lot easier to do and receive and be in than we, sometimes feel. So it feels like that's kind of the next step for us right now, is now that we've breathed some, love and attention into the place that's feeling confusing, whether it's physical, emotional, situational. Now we can, simply ask for grace. We can ask the universe, God, our guides, our higher self. We can, ask the room, for grace. And so as we ask for grace, it's there. Maybe we don't feel it immediately. Maybe we're like, hey, where is it? I asked for it 10 minutes ago. Come on. But it's already there. And so it's simply about shifting our perspective in the direction of grace, in the direction of peace. So let's just take a moment and, okay, yeah, Archangel Michael is still here with this, and he is that's funny. So he's working with each of you, those of you who are here live and those of you who will watch this later, maybe those of you who will rewatch this later. He's working with you and your energy in the situation in whatever way you need in this moment to be able to receive and feel grace around whatever it is. Because of course there are always going to be challenges, no matter how healed, ascended, 5D, spiritually enlightened, whatever your kind of phrase for it is, no matter how much of that we still are in a human experience. And so we are going to face, darkness or challenges or shadows or any of these really beautiful parts of this experience. We're here to experience life in its full range. But grace and peace and love is always available to us. So Archangel Michael is working with your energy, and it's so for some of you, it looks like he's like breaking through a wall with a pickaxe. For some of you, it looks like he's putting his hand over your heart. For some of you, the hand over the back of the heart. For some of you, the hand over the crown of the head. So he's just working with your energy in whatever way is needed for you to really experience grace in this moment and to enjoy peace around whatever is the experience that you're having right now. Good, bad, indifferent. So just breathe with that grace. Actually breathe it in. It does feel peaceful, and it does remind us that that peace is available in every moment. We simply have to stop and breathe. Stop and look around at what is in front of us right now. So for me, I can see the trees in the sky from the window in back of my computer. I can see the yellow flowers that I bought a few weeks ago and are still doing astonishingly well. I can feel, this angel quartz necklace that I'm wearing. I can feel, the furniture underneath me supporting me. I can hear the heater, spitting steam and warmth into my space. And so as we take a breath, return to the present moment, we return to a state of grace. We can realize that there is nothing to fear. There's always grace for us. There's always love for us, no matter what the baffling external circumstance might be, no matter where the confusion might be. Just sit with that, breathe with that. Know that there's nothing you need to do, nothing you need to strive for, nothing you need to worry about. Sometimes that stuff can be fun. And if that's something that lights you up, do it. But if it's something you're doing because you feel like, okay, well, I can't move forward unless I do this, or I won't get where I want to go unless I do this, then don't do it. Like, do, we're really in an energy of play and an energy that's calling us forward via our joy right now. And that's how your higher self talks to you. Your higher self talks to you through emotion, through joy. Your higher self urges you on through what feels good, what feels joyful. And your higher self kind of says, hey, maybe think about this when something doesn't feel good. So that's really how we can listen to our own guidance and listen to what our higher self is guiding us toward, is by paying attention to what feels good and what doesn't feel good. So, and knowing that when we're in the midst of those really sticky places that do not feel good, because not everything will, we can ask for that peace and that grace. We can shift our perspective into that peace and grace, because in every moment we do have a choice between fear and grace, love and its opposite. So, you can always just take a breath and ask for that perspective shift. Ask to tap into that peace that's available to you. Okay, so from here, it feels like Archangel Michael is going to just funnel his healing, loving, protecting energy into whatever area of your life feels confused, feels uh, like it just needs some love and attention, whether it's a physical ailment or an emotional thing or a situation, whatever it is, or any of the other plethora of things it might be. So just take a moment and just bring some attention to that space of confusion. Again, for me, it's this weird rash on my leg that just baffled the doctor completely. And feel Archangel Michael pouring light, love, and peace, grace into that space so that you can receive and know that you are surrounded by that and you can receive whatever it is you need for that situation. So you can visualize light pouring into this space, whether it's energetic or physical. You can just trust that it's happening. You can play with this in any way that feels good. Our imagination is a portal to these other dimensions where healing can step forward, where grace and guidance, wisdom can step forward very easily. And so, using your imagination to, like, all right, I'm going to imagine light pouring over my leg, and voila, there it is. There it is. And it's doing something for you, whether it's helping you feel better about the situation, whether, it might actually be physically healing you or healing, whatever needs to be healed in that moment. It might be opening you up to the guidance or the next step that's necessary for, resolving the situation, whatever it is. And sometimes we don't know that things are working or things are helping. And we just have to trust. We just have to trust. And that's okay too, because trust is a part of the experience. Surrender is a part of the experience. So okay, yeah, feels like Archangel Michael is wrapping it up. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So just a last blast of love, light, and protection to anyone who needs it in any space, confused or otherwise. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thanks, Archangel Michael. I like working with him. He's the guide for our Activate month right now. And this is the last month of this session. So the new session of Activate is going to be enrolling soon, which is always my favorite time of year because it's really fun to see who else wants to step in to work with these different guides, because I work with a couple of councils, ascended masters and archangels and magical animals. And we receive guidance and healing and messages, and people can ask questions and receive distance healings. And it's just a really lovely community and lovely way to support yourself in whatever your life is showing up as right now. So And if you want to ask me about that, just email, or you can find it online, amberadrian.com/activate. Um, so yeah, Archangel Michael is he's a wonderful one to work with. So, and you can call him in anytime you like, anytime you feel like you need some protection or some love or some clearing. He's really good with clearing. You can ask him to clear your house, clear your house energetically, your car, your physical body, your energetic body, your pets. I had never thought of that until someone in Activate yesterday was like, "Hey, can you clear my dogs?" I'm like, "Sure, why not?" And he did, and it was great. So, so Archangel Michael can help you clear out the energy in the space of pretty much anything. So feel free to work with him in any way that feels good, that feels guided to you. Because of course, with the work I do, it does come through me, but it doesn't have to come through me. I really just want to help people connect. I want to help you connect to the source, to your own source, to your higher self, to your own divinity, to the guides that you want to work with most. Maybe your guides really match up with mine. Maybe you work with a different set of guides. And it's always fun to work with different types of guides because they bring us different energies. But essentially, I just want to be an initial bridge to you, finding your own way to tap into all of this energy. I guess kind of essentially working myself out of a job, hopefully. um, and never, because there are so many people who need this kind of stuff, because we're remembering that it's even possible. That's the energy we're in right now. We're remembering that it's possible. Because we don't have to learn how to do this. We all know on a very deep fundamental level, but we've just so many of us don't even know that this is an option, or don't believe it, or have been taught to distrust it. And then we have to kind of reel it back and, really come into our own hearts and see, like, okay, what is true for me? What is true for me? And our truths can be different. We're all just trying to, tap in with our own source, our own heart, our own intuition, our own divinity, because that's what we all are. So, is there anything else that wants to come through for now? Nope. Feels like that was good. Okay. Yay. Well, thank you. The couple of you who jumped on live with me, that's lovely. And for those of you who will watch this later, I hope this was helpful. And again, of course, feel free to watch it again later. The energy will come through for you differently, depending on where you are at that time. Because this, the way this energy healing works is we sort of step out of time and space, so you can receive what you need in that moment from the same video. Magic. All right, so lots of love to you all. And if you want to find me online, I'm at amberadrian.com. And oh, hi, Whisper Witch. That's a great name. You're so welcome. You're so welcome. So yay. I will see you all later. I'm trying to either do one of these live every weekday, either do one of these lives or a post over at my blog, which is just amberadrian.com/blog. So I'm trying to show up at least, every weekday with something. So feel free to find me here or there. And yeah, lots of love to you all. Mwah!